What up? How's it going? So that last episode ends with Alfred getting screamed on by Waterford because she is not pregnant. Now, the reason this is just fascinating is because she knows that it's playing with their mentality, the whole situation. Because she talked about it when they went to see the baby. I think they named it Angelica. So she spoke about how, hey, this could be hard on everyone. So she knows that what she's doing is just taking out her anger on her, and she doesn't care. She doesn't care. But that woman got to be dealt with. I don't like nobody on the show. Let me put it that way. That's how I'm going to put it. Let's go ahead and start this episode. I'll try to hold it back. Fuck all of them.
Her little hand was all sticky from the cotton candy. I can't do this. It's dangerous. If I let myself fall in too far, I won't ever get out. I've been banished to my room 13 days so far.
Ridiculous.
My door is unlocked.
For doing nothing, by the
Doesn't
way.
even close all the way. Constant reminder of who's in control.
Damn.
Words. It's Latin, I think. Someone wrote it in here where no one would ever see it. It's a message. For me.
I got it out of the toilet. It's pretty sharp already. This will be posted soon. Posted? You sound like Aunt Chlamydia. We're gonna get out of here. So, posted could
Aunt
be
Chlamydia.
worse. Sounds like some sort of forced surrogacy or something.
She's a drama queen. We don't know anything real yet.
I can guess. We get the turkey baster full of old man jizz shoved up our twats so we can maybe pop out a baby for the fatherland.
If they catch you writing, you will lose a hand.
All right, once we get out of here, it's gonna be a girl that comes in here and reads it. We'll let her know she's not alone.
You had to be brave to do this. So whatever it means, thank you.
Is it the UN? Give it a month, they'll have to lift the embargo if they don't want the euro to collapse.
Nah.
An ant escaped last night. Gave an interview to the Toronto Star. It's already up on their website.
What does it say?
You can imagine.
Y'all are weirdos.
Lies and hyperbole. Everything in the worst
It's
possible
not
way.
hyperbole. Y'all
I would
weirdos.
expect more from an ant.
Oftentimes, the people that get to escape from fucked up regimes are motherfuckers who were in power. They like mid-level, and they was doing a bunch of scumbag shit, and then they get to leave and be like, oh, it was so terrible over there. Yeah, because you was helping to do the terrible shit.
The thing is not to discredit what she said, but we need to discredit her.
You don't need to worry about this. I promise.
Yeah, by the way,
Good men working on it.
you're a woman. Like, what she think this is? It's just the handmaids we treat like second-class citizens, not you, even though you got to wear that terrible dress every day, like a damn cartoon character.
You scared the shit out of me.
What?
I'm sorry.
Everybody keep blaming her for shit she's not doing. She ain't do shit.
I was getting dressed, and I think I felt lightheaded, you know?
She was on the ground. Ma'am, she said she fainted.
She fainted.
No, that's what she said.
Should I make an appointment at the doctor?
No,
We do have the ceremony tonight.
make an appointment.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. See, everything in her being is, I hate this woman. She's a homewrecker. I'm not saying that's what she is. That's what she feels. She's a sludge. But everything in her being is also follows the law of the fatherland and this theocracy where it's like, don't forget tonight's a ceremony. Okay, go to the doctor. Oh, she's pregnant? Okay, let's treat her good. Man, that's crazy. Like, I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a character like this that's been in this situation. This is pretty crazy, man.
You can what?
I can walk. It's not too far.
Don't be stupid, you're sick. Now come.
Is there a point in the show where I get to see her get slapped? That woman is a cunt.
A bit higher, Janine.
Oh, they showing them how to receive the seed. If y'all don't stop.
Now, girls.
So what, is this like practice for labor? I mean, if we get pregnant?
Helen! But today we are practicing for the ceremony. The ceremony is a sacred ritual.
The handmaid shall lie between the legs of the commander's wife. The two of you will become one flesh, one flower.
That's not a thing.
Waiting to be seeded.
Can't be a thing, and it'll never be a thing. Y'all weird.
We're flowers. Lay down.
Lay your ass down.
It's nice.
Damn, they brainwashed the shit out of her.
Are you saying that we will be having intercourse with the men between the wives' legs?
Yes, I am telling you to do that weird shit.
When Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, she said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die. And Rachel said, behold my maid Bilhah. Go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may have children.
Look at the motherfucking pictures on the wall. They're calling her by someone else's name. Craziest thing about this is, oh, it could get worse, right? Like the nation has done worse. Full-on chattel slavery was even worse than this.
How are the Waterfords? Are they treating you okay?
Yes, they treat me very well.
You know, you can talk to me.
No. No.
Make sure that everything is in fighting shape for tonight.
Fighting.
This might feel a bit cool.
Fighting shape. A punching bag. Prize fighter.
You're right. Right on schedule. Doesn't really matter. Waterford's probably sterile. Most of those guys are.
This is how crazy this place is. This whole fatherland ideology in the show. I never even considered, oh, yeah, who said they not sterile? Motherfuckers just skeeting all over the place and it's empty.
I can help you.
What?
If Waterford can't get you pregnant, they won't blame him.
This shit getting more and more grotesque.
It'll only take a few.
And he got even, that's the most grotesque. Look at him. He looks crazy. Motherfucking Pillsbury ho boy. That's crazy.
It's too dangerous. Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry this is happening to you. I wish.
You wish what?
Mrs. Waterford, I know I failed you. I disappointed you and myself. I'm so sorry. Please, let me out.
Go back to your room. How did you survive her? Please talk to me.
Aunt Elizabeth, one of the toilets is overflowing again.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hurry up.
How the fuck did Alfred
Sit here, put your arms around the pipe.
survive this?
Put your arms around the pipe. It's an eye for an eye, right?
About to zap them
You
shits
could
out?
shove this down your throat and burn your tongue off. Or your cunt. Moira.
Sorry, did I startle you? I just wanted to say hello. I haven't seen you in a while. I was thinking perhaps we could have a rematch.
Well, who's an early bird today?
He don't like you. Nobody likes you.
Fred.
Fred is using dude wipes right now. Forgive him.
What are you doing?
Let me help you. Does that feel good?
Who wants to live in a place like that?
We just gotta get to the city. The collective has some safe houses. Where are we? Probably didn't take us far. Most of the girls are from the city.
Where are the street signs?
Imagine looking at that. You'd be like, damn, it was safer where we were at.
Blessed day, miss. Do you need some help?
Yes, thank you.
Where's your partner? You shouldn't be out alone.
So they coming up with all new names for
See your
streets,
ID card.
everything. She had to bounce. She had to.
Moira, you wouldn't stand for this shit. You wouldn't let them keep you in this room for 2 weeks. You'd find a way out.
She would.
You'd escape.
I was in Mexico to coordinate a trade delegation. A lot of difficult personalities. You have no idea.
26.
It's archaic, I think.
Would you like to challenge?
Sure. Hand me the dictionary.
Oh. I was wondering how she would figure it out, or if she would ever figure it out. Because after this, I was going to go with use the Google Lens thing so it automatically translated.
Has she been here? My predecessor?
Ah.
Knower of Latin, scratcher of words.
Ah.
Am I not the first he's invited to this room? Did she pay for her insolence?
The most painful thing in this entire ugly incident is the ingratitude. Do you realize the opportunity you have been given?
I do.
You were an adulterer, a worthless slut. So, where's the gratitude? But actions do have consequences. Chickens always come home to roost.
What is that? What's it, rebar on that shit? Fuck the ants. The aunts.
Take off her socks.
Oh, they about to beat her feet. Oh, that's terrible.
I was just wondering if you could translate something for me. I think it's Latin. Nolite Te Bastardes Carborundorum.
It's a joke.
Oh, how is it a joke?
It's only funny if you know Latin. Actually, it's probably only funny if you're a 12-year-old boy studying Latin. It doesn't really translate. It's something like, don't let the bastards grind you down.
Oh, wow.
Don't let the bastards grind you down.
Where'd you hear it?
From a friend.
Did you know her somehow?
Ooh.
What happened to
The
her?
other Alfred?
She's dead. She killed herself. Hung herself from the ceiling. I suppose she found her life unbearable.
You want my life to be bearable.
I would prefer it.
Still don't trust you.
I know Mrs. Waterford is trying to teach me a lesson. I know. I know she's right. I have so many flaws. I'm afraid I'm starting to give up. I certainly wouldn't want to give up, like my friend.
That would be a tragedy.
Interesting. Check your move, dog. Dang. Beat her feet. Oh, man. That's so dope.
There was an Offred before me.
Right, of course.
She helped me find my way out. She's dead.
Dead than a motherfucker.
She's alive.
Alive than a motherfucker.
She is me. We are handmaids. Nolite Te Bastardes Carborundorum, bitches.
First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And got a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. Check it out. Hey, man. Let's see. first thing I want to say, never forget when you watch something like this, that here, the place where this is supposedly taking place on the show, here, at certain points, humans were treated worse than what we're seeing on there. And never forget that any place around the world, it could always go back to that. So while a lot of this seems far off, you know, it's within humanity's range to be wicked like that. And to be even worse. Okay? Now that I got that out the way, because that just hit me as I'm watching. I'm like, man, this is fucked up. And I'm like, it's crazy because you watch this, and if you weren't like educated or history, you're like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah, shit used to be worse. You know what I mean? All right. Now, like for instance, that scene with the doctor. There were points where motherfucker just wouldn't ask. He would have just done it. Feel me? All right. So look, that scene with the Mr. Waterford, the commander. All right. The flaw in their system is always this. When it's some stupid horse shit like that, there are going to be people at all various ranks who have to be human at the end of the day. So at some point, they're going to shirk the system and be like, I can't do this no more. Now, even though he's at a high rank, he's where he is. He goes to meetings. He's dealing with, she said something about the UN. He was doing trade meetings with Mexico. Okay. He's a high-ranking guy. And even him, he had gotten close to a chick. So close that she had learned a Latin phrase from him. Either from his book, because that was written inside of it, or he had told it to her as the joke. They had gotten so close. But either way, I won't say the last Alfred, but Alfred that came before this one, she was close to him. And to find out that he was the type of person to care that she killed herself, right? It's one thing because when at first we're trying to figure out the relationship between him and Alfred. And we're trying to figure out, well, what is he after in this situation? Is it a power thing for him? But it seems sincere. And I will say that everybody, there's a sincerity in everybody. Even Aunt Lydia, she's sincere. When Alfred came back and they laid her on that table, the first look on her face was disappointment, like ingratitude. She used the word ingratitude, you know what I mean? So that's what makes part of this show so fucking disgusting. Is everybody sincere? But I will say, it's hard to read and pick up on, especially from someone like the commander, because we're looking at this theocracy. We're looking at what this is at the time in the fatherland, and a place so patriarchal that at no point are they talking about the men being sterile. And it just hit me when she said it and she's laying on the table. I'm like, oh, ain't that a bitch? I forgot. This is how crazy it is. In this situation, you're watching this and you're like, oh, the women give birth. Some of the women are sterile. And yeah, who the fuck said the men ain't? And they not even treating them or caring about that. As she said, you can't even utter that. That's not even a thing. Men being sterile? No, we would never, you know. And you live in a place like that. So as you're watching that, in my mind, the commander is who the commander is. Even if it's you create a own legend in your mind of this guy, right? You're like, okay, this guy's a scumbag. I can't trust him and all that. And the look on his face when they brought up that older Alfred was like hurt. And it seemed as if he was sincere. And I don't know how to read that. Like, I still don't believe that I can't believe that. Not in no situation like this. All right? Then we have the Mistress Waterford. Let's say it's normal times and the husband doing what he's doing. You might go and beat up the chick or something like that. You might get mad at the chick. You might do something. You might do something to him. Now imagine it being done in front of you, but it's ordained by, well, I won't say ordained. It's ordered by the state that you not allow this, because you don't get to allow anything, but you become a part of this ceremony. You have to sit in it. You have to be a part of it. So that's playing with a mind. Then it seems as if they're not allowed to have sex unless, I don't even think they're allowed to have sex, because he was like, no. I think he has to save up his seed until that night. They say once a month. That's another thing. They don't even say smash all throughout the ovulation period. They just say once when you're fertile, which is like, these people have, this is the problem with them not liking scientists, because they're fucking stupid. Why the fuck are you not, let me fall back, because it's going to sound crazy like I'm giving them tips. You have to smash all through the ovulation, like lions, they do. Right? But so imagine that. She has to see that. She has to witness that. Okay, I understand that. And she has to sit through. So it's playing with her. And of course, she's going to take it out on the only one who's beneath her in this situation. Right? Like, well, the Martha, the driver, all them beneath her, but that one is the lowest. And she takes it out on Alfred, and she keeps her in that room. And when you see Alfred laying there, she ends up reading that. I'm like, what could it mean? I just thought they were going to let it hang. Right? I know that was the title of the episode, but I wasn't sure if we were going to get it answered of what the Latin term meant. But just the way they do this thing. It's the present. It's all the way in the past with her daughter, and her husband. And then it's the, wait a minute. I just realized something. They called her an adulterer. Was that her husband? I just assumed that was her. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me fall back. Because they called her an adulterer. And I was like, adulterer? How is she an adulterer? Let me fall back. I don't even want to think that far ahead, because I think I may have missed something. But then we go back to when she's being trained. They do the escape. I'm like, what? Even if Mora gets out of here, how does Alfred do that and be allowed to come back? They require that body. I keep forgetting how necessary they are, because they treat them like so much like shit. Isn't that crazy how humanity is? Imagine a country, right? And this country has resources that they're selling to the rest of the world, and they're able to do it with free labor. You would think they would treat that labor like good, right? Right? Wouldn't that make sense to you? Like, hey, let's treat this labor good. Let's get the most efficient workforce. We can keep this going and all that. Nah, humanity. Right? What I just gave y'all right there that's the form of slavery that was over here, right? You like, think about how crazy that was. That these people were working so hard, they wasn't getting paid nothing. You still had to put your foot on their neck, and you still had to create a whole class system where they are not allowed to move up by birth. They are already born into that low class. It's not something that they are able to drop or move up in. And you're like, okay, that's how humanity's going to treat them. You look at this once again, because this is how it goes. It's not good enough to just, they require them. It's not just that they need the handmaids. They require them. And they still treat them like that, and still wrangle them, and still, you feel me? Like, it's how motherfuckers get down. And as I watched it, it just kept going through my mind like, yo, you can get in trouble, but to a point. Now, we saw what the worst point is, that redemption they did with the old Ovglin, where they did the genital mutilation. They castrated her so that, yeah, that was fucked up. She could still give birth, but they took away any sensation. And it was like, yo, man, they still require them. As far as the story goes, do they take it to that point? Does this story go that bold? Because I think this is my third or fourth episode. We're already this deep in. Do they take it to suicide barrage? Because if these girls just start going and it gets so bad that they go, you know what? Fuck this. Kamikaze missions. Kamikaze. I bet this shit would change things, because they require them. They need them. Now, I'm not saying they're going to start treating them right, but I'm saying it's going to get real hectic and they're going to start like, yo. And that's the craziest thing about this is, let's say there is a revolution and the revolution involves these handmaids. Are they going to start shooting at them and firing at them? Because one tried to escape. They beat her feet because they like, no, we still got to send her out. She got to do her duty. Damn, this is like, I'm trying to figure out how far does this go? Because this is digging pretty deep into how humanity can get already. So how far do we take this? You know what I mean? Because there was a part where I was looking at this where I'm like, the reaction becomes, well, fuck it. If I can't live like a human, fuck it. I'm taking y'all with me. That's usually, I won't say usually, but that's oftentimes how that works. So is that going to happen on this show? I feel like out of everything, I feel like at some point it's going to be some real destructive behavior by the handmaids, because it's like, how else do they get out of this? How else? Unless we're just, the whole show is just them just getting beat up. And then I'm like, but if we get to season 3 and they still just getting fucked up and there has been no get back, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, right? But hey, man, this was another dope episode. That last part where all the handmaids brought her some food. And it seems because of what's going on, she's so in that present moment. When she sits down, or she has to remember and recall. And it almost seems as if that part where her feet got beat and she was laying in the bed and they brought her the pieces of the food, it had almost gone from her memory. And then it came back and she was like, nah, we're handmaids and we, you know what I mean? Like, Alfred is dead. Alfred's alive. I am Alfred. I'm a handmaid. Like, at that point, that's who they are. But I feel like at some point in the show, it's going to mean something different. Let's put it that way. Hey, man, another dope episode. Next episode.